good, Chaotic Nation? It's your boy KS here. Welcome back to the last day for me for MAYDAR. I know it goes to the end of the month, but we are going to be done today. Simply because I can't do anymore with all the other stuff going. Yay, the bot's running, yay. There is no bounty going up today, so we are going to go back to Chatot and hope it is nice to me today. That's the plan. I don't know if it's I guess they just didn't want to do one or like something like that. I don't know. But there's not an event for today's stream, so we don't have anything extra to hunt. Actually, I think there actually is. It's like their favorite Pokemon or something, and I'm like, I don't want to hunt any of these. One of them is Kyogre, and I'm like, how do you radar Kyogre? But I don't know if that's like for the SSL or what. It's kind of confusing. Just a little bit. All right, let's just make sure everything is correct. All right, looks like we're goods. I think I want to save now, just in case we do not get Chatot today. I'm not stuck having to put a repel on again. So we can just go from here. We only have 2 hours to start the Chatot chain by BT dubs. Once it hits or maybe an hour and a half, but once it's 8 or 9, it runs, the daytime spawns run out. So that's where we're at. If you missed it, there was an episode of Archipelago today. Definitely recommend it. There's Chatot. I hope you enjoy it because I had a great time making it. I'm gonna move my OBS just a touch so I can see. Yo, Mitch, thank you for the gift sub. I know you're probably not listening to me, but yeah, appreciate it. It's crazy that we have found almost 1,000 points worth of shinies in this amount of time. But I guess when you have the reach like these guys do, it makes it a little easier. I don't know if we'll be doing this the whole stream. As I said, we're gonna run out of time eventually, so I might do one of two things: end early or start some runs in Kaizo. Oop. But if we can run out of the Chatot chains, I will probably go to Kaizo or something. I don't know yet. Maybe we'll play some champions. I don't know. I haven't played that in a minute either. We'll just have to see. It would be nice to do something else after this, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see how much time we get left. Come on, dude. Just stay in the ball. I mean, the echoed voice is just getting stronger. Like, this is the smartest Chatot I've ever seen. Just keeps clicking echoed voice, getting levels up and up and up. Yeah, that's what I thought about this playlist. It's like I want to find a no copyright playlist, but I also want. I can't do glitches. We can try this. It is a different playlist than the other ones, but we're full swiping it. I got hit with some. Keep getting hit with copyright stuff after every stream, and I'm like, this is really annoying. But I try to find a live stream because I don't get ads in the live stream. You find videos, the videos get ads, which I think is the dumbest thing if you run like a music channel. Like the last thing you'd want to do is have people, you know, be interrupted by ads in the middle of it. But what do I know? What do I know, man? Yes, this is the end of our shiny hunting. What's up, Jimmy? We will be back literally probably next week with the Team Yell Shiny race. We have the new list of team members coming out. I think the video should be coming out sometime, maybe tomorrow, honestly. Depends on how fast BP got it put together. How you doing, Jimmy? Hope you're excited that the work week's over. That your weekend's here. You have any plans? I actually don't have plans this weekend, which is kind of good. It's obviously our stream, which we need to get the stuff done. Car issues, yeah. That's definitely gonna take up time. Considering how much you drive for your job, yeah, I can understand why your car is like, hey, help, help. Birthday party. Nice. These chat out are mean, bro. They are mean. I don't even know what's playing right now. Yeah, that's good. I don't have any plans either. In my usual hangout tonight, but that's really it. Thought I had something tomorrow, but apparently I don't. So that's nice. Continue to plan the marathon. Great choice. Great choice. I'll be honest, I thought about it after you were like, well, I'll probably only go to one day to PAX. I'm like, do I even really want to go to PAX? Jimmy's going to be there one day. You know? Despite everything, like the best part about going to PAX is seeing the people. We can talk about that. Yeah. I haven't set anything in stone yet, but I know that I want to have that decided before the badges go on sale. Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. It's not like it's still May. Like we have, oh no, it's April. So like we have almost a year till it's there again. A marathon. What if we did the marathon at PAX? Be like, hey, we want we want to run an all event marathon for stream. They would probably like never go for that, but it'd be hilarious to do it. I know. I mean, they did the shiny hunting panel, which was stupid because it was just, hey, come, we're all gonna. I guess it wasn't that stupid. We all shiny hunted together for a while, and literally, like, people found a shiny like 8 seconds into the event, or into the thing. Like, everyone started hunting, and someone's like, "Oh my god, I found a shiny!" It was Legends EA. It was Legends Arceus though, so that was a little different. The hell am I looking at? I'm wondering if they're doing. You know, I think I heard them talking about it. The thing on the last day, or the last couple of weeks, last couple of days, was going to be like a card for people to find certain mons, and once they were found, you would open part of the panel, and that would unlock the final thing. Maybe they actually did that. That's kind of crazy. That's a cool idea. It's okay, you have to unlock this to know what this event is. No, but definitely a marathon at PAX would be sick. I don't think the venue would give us permission to do that, considering we had to be there all day. The only way you could like do that is if you, I guess we could take it off property with like a mobile stream, but they'd have to let us like connect it. I don't know. It's fun. Again, I think it depends on what's there. Like, if there's nothing cool there, I might look at something else to go to. Like Worlds or NAIC or something. Because I know a lot of the Team Yell homies go to NAIC. I think there's an event. There's the San Fran. Is it San Fran Regionals going on or something? There's something going on relatively soon that I keep seeing people posting about. But I do not know. Also has some music volume, by the way. Boom, 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 boom. Dude, these chatbots just don't want to stay in balls, man. I think until I have my health back up, we should start. We should be running the repeat ball strategy. It's slower for sure, but music's good. Okay. It's always hard to judge when you don't keep a consistent volume or anything like that. I really, if that's the real big problem with this, is like I miss having the Spotify ad-free stuff with the playlist. Now I have to like either listen to Spotify with ads or try to find the YouTube playlist that will not get me that. Am I doing PAX Scan if I know people can make it? Yeah, that's always the thing, but I'm always thinking like Steph's gonna be there. Elliot and Josh usually go. But I wonder if Elliot and Josh can't go because of the store. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I bet you it's the store, man. There's dust on my monitor. Cause like from what I've seen of the stream, like I watch the stream every now and then. But for what I've seen of it, it seems like it's only really like the three of them most of the time that are there. Like I don't remember seeing anyone else. When you have a business with 3 employees, it's a little, I guess it's a little tough to have any of them take time off, which sucks, but yeah. Same. But yeah, people going, like that's gonna be the thing. Yep. Would not wish that on anyone unless like they want to do it, and then all power to them for trying. I would love to run a small business. Like that's my biggest problem is I can literally do anything, and I would be satisfied doing like any job, which makes it so it's like, oh, there's so many more opportunities for me to go do things that aren't what I currently do. Then we got the Porygon Z at the card. Dude, you're a Chatot. This is a repeat ball. You're on 1 HP. Just stay in. Come on, man. You're not even shaking. The hell? No, I would love. I've talked about doing like I love baking. I would have talked about doing a bakery. I actually just watched a TikTok on. There's all these jobs that you wish you would have or you think you would enjoy, but then there's all these other things that you don't see about it. And they looked at the baker, like the baker was like, oh yeah, I love baking food, but getting up at 3 or 4 a.m. to have food ready by 6 is like ridiculous. And I'm like, that's actually crazy because you do have to do that. Dude, what the hell? You should not be this hard to catch. All little things no one talks about. Dude, I don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. This thing is not getting the ball. I just keep false swiping it and eventually timer ball it. Like, this is ridiculous. The fact that I had to throw a timer ball is stupid. All right, and I need to heal now. Just give me the max. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that go into like that goes into everything, I think, honestly. Like, I don't think you're gonna find a job where it's perfect. I think we want to, but I don't think there exists a job that is perfect for it, like 100% perfect. I'm gonna lose my mind. But you can find a job that lines up pretty well with what you want to do. My biggest problem is like to do anything else, I would have to like forego what my degree that I've spent almost hundreds of $1,000s on, probably hundreds of thousands of dollars on. So yeah. There's always gonna be those things. I think that's just life, yeah. This is like a Captain theme remix. That's what it sounds like. Oh, it's the Smash Ultimate. Why did I want to come back to do this again? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's good to have to like. I feel like a lot of people in previous generations were like, "Oh yeah, you gotta work." I worked the same job for like 40 years. It's like I don't think that's what you need to do now. Like, do a job for like a decade, find something else that you like, and go do that. Just to freshen your life up and spice it up a bit. Is the training in this game left-handed? I guess so. Have to look at how they're throwing the ball this time around. Yeah, the trainer's left-handed. Why you're not even shaking, bro? Yeah, they had pensions and things where you stayed for the job for 40 years. Yeah, I mean, they're not gonna pay for it. Like, jobs don't pay well anyway, so I think it's smarter, like, in today's culture to jump around. Like, you don't, like, raises are not a thing. And I feel like the standard back then was if you were doing a good job, you got a raise every year. Now it seems like, hey, you know, if you do a good job, if you mess up one thing, you know, we're not going to give you that raise. And the raise is like minimal, so I'm like, dang. Or like raises are like, I get that they should be tied to like skill increases, but like that is, it seems like the only way now to get a raise. I'm getting so... I'm gonna punch my computer screen. I'm gonna punch through my computer screen at these stupid birds that do not get in repeat balls. Even though they really should. But I guess we should go to this one. But the other thing is, like, I also know that companies are, like, really skimming to get the minimum payments on, like, everything that they can, which also feels bad. What's up, Dave? It's just, yeah, like, I feel like I've never been, like, any job I've had is, I've never been in a good, like, workforce. Like, a good time period to be working. Okay, there's 401s behind the trees. And it definitely feels like they're gonna pay you the minimum they can, and that's it. Whatever. Just had a long day. Yeah, if you're just now getting home, yeah, definitely. That do be a long day. But now you get to rest, you know, it's the weekend. Hopefully everything done. Enjoy your lurk. Had an end of year exam, yeah. You think you did well on it? Enjoy your lurk in our new lurk tab. Let's see, this is the farthest did good. Good. I didn't doubt that, but just wanted to ask how you felt. I saw that you won your game of Apex as soon as I left. Apparently, I'm the problem. So, I guess I won't be playing Apex with you guys anytime soon. Like, I left, and like the next thing I know is you guys have like... Yeah, because Apex has this stupid thing that where it's like they want to put you at the top, like they put you in games you're gonna like 5 games you're gonna lose, so you waste an hour losing games to warm up, and then you get placed to where you actually should be. It's kind of stupid. I really hate that. You got a Kraber? Oh yeah. There are 4. This one's technically the furthest. Yeah, I definitely need to go put time in the range of learning the gun patterns, because I got a 99 in one of the matches we played. Oh no, they stole the pine cone. Yeah, I was just like, the R99 was like spraying all over the place. I don't have the aim control over it like I used to. Oh yeah, geez. I don't know if leftovers would help us. Or some more soon. Or I think I know what I'm doing tomorrow. As of now, I need to get something finalized. 'Cause it's we're kind of late on it. On this, getting out what I'd want to get out. Just gonna make sure. Yeah. Gotta love it when it happens, man. Gotta love it. Yeah, after this, the MAYDAR will go away. I mean, we played a couple of games. It just feels very weird to me right now, having not played it in a long time. I don't remember how anything worked. That's not what I want to hunt. Thank you. But I think if I went in and, you know, just messed around in the gun range for like 30 minutes, practice the sprays again, I'd be fine. There's so much to focus on that you can't really focus on anything well. Yeah. But I feel like its aim is my biggest problem. It's like I was really missing shots in the match I was playing. Yeah. And that's just not the case. Like I've played other shooters, so more recent than that. And their mechanics are like in my mind, not This one. I'm finding everything but the bird right now. It's a 20% spawn rate. Yeah, can't play a shooter without shooting. I think that's the big thing. Like the ability, the movement and everything doesn't feel wrong to me. It's honestly just the aiming that feels terrible. And I will argue that the curve for controller is much harder than the curve for mouse and keyboard when it comes to aiming. Yeah, I play on controller. I do not like mouse and keyboard. Wouldn't know, don't wish to find out. We all have our preferences. Hey, the top person in the world at one point in Apex was a controller player. Just putting that out there. And every time I would like get in a lobby with like himself or like Blue Sky or any of those people, they'd be like, yo, you got to learn how to play keyboard and mouse. It's really holding you back. And I'm like, no, it's not. Apparently, no, it's not. Put out my boy. It's just a mouse and keyboard elitist, you know, I guess. Yep. I think it works. Honestly, I would love to host events like this again. I miss doing it. I definitely don't have the time like I used to hold them, but it's just me. Chat taunt. Probably at the 50th percentile players. I don't think that contributes to health. Yeah. But it's crazy because, like, I remember when I first started playing the game, and a lot of games like that, I got frustrated because I didn't know how to get better. But having been at a higher level of the gameplay, I can look at it and go, oh, I know exactly what I need to fix. Or what I need to work on, and then I'd be good at the game again. Good enough game. Well, I'm like, if I go in the range, I'm there. Yeah. I'm gonna be annoying. I'm gonna be annoying. I'm a dirty person. I'm laughing. This is the only one that works. Yeah, but like you get a game you know well. It's like, honestly, I don't know what that's like, Dave. I don't think I have a game that I'm like, I would consider myself in like the top. I don't even know what you were top percentile of Counter-Strike. Probably top 1%. Like I don't have a game that I'm like, I would never consider myself in like the top like 25% of any game. Oh, 0.00. Yeah. Yeah, I never got to that level. You know, of any game. Like I've never got top 10% of any game, I don't think. The only game I would go that I would wager that I would be considered up that anywhere close to that would be Jedi Fallen Order. That's it. And I don't even think I'm up that high on that. So many notifications coming through right now. My watch just keeps going off. It was fun, but I always imagine the hours I put in the program. Yes. I think that's the big thing is like, for me, those games get boring very quickly. I wouldn't be able to sit there and like play them that long. Yes. I mean, you could put that on your resume, you know, like what, why is this on your resume? Well, it shows you that I, you know, when I dedicate myself to something, I become the best at it. And they go, dang. It's like when you're trying to sell D&D to a potential partner and they're like, that's just a nerd game. It's like, but yeah, but think about all the things I'm good at because of it. Like, I am creative. I know how to do, I know storytelling. I can think on my feet. I'm good at role playing. Ladies. You know. You're never gonna find me cheating because I think outside the box, you know. Think I get laughed out the door? I don't think so, honestly. Ka-ching, you know. I mean, I put on my resume that I know how to do YouTube and like I know how to do YouTube and Twitter and TikTok and Twitch stuff. Hobby doesn't involve screens, purely social. Yeah, it's a great hobby. I wish I had people nearby that I played with. I missed the we were running a campaign for a while, but life situations changed for me, and that can't. And I kind of pissed the people off that I was playing with. Yeah, but we had a what was the club called? It was a tabletop club in high school, and I DM'd a lot. I don't think I ever got a full campaign, but I DM'd a lot. I need to finish. I have a campaign called Quest of Taverns that I've never finished. That I need to work on more. I kind of wrote out the idea for it. Like I know generally, like if you would think of it as like a chapter thing, I know like the first 3 chapters, and I know how it ends. That's all I know. I don't think my storytelling and like thinking on my feet elements would be a problem. I think it's getting a cohesive plot line synced up and staying involved with it enough to do it. Because the one thing I hate about being a DM is I don't get to play the game, because I really enjoy participating. And I have another campaign in the back of my mind that I get to play as a, like, your whole entire quest line is like a what do they call those things where you have to like travel with somebody? I don't remember what it's called. But essentially the party is going to be traveling with this person for the entire game. And they're going to be part of the story, like the character of the story. So they're going to be like, oh, I know all the information for this. They're kind of like a guide, but they don't really do fight and combat stuff. And I don't remember what that's called. Yeah, yep, I love that. I don't know what that's called, but there's a lot of those, and usually people hate them, but I'm going to make a campaign around it. That way I get to play the game as this extra character. I don't have as much involvement, but like I'm not going to do combat stuff. I'll probably end up making like a cleric-esque thing. some sort of healer, because nobody wants to play the healer, and I'm perfectly fine like if I get to play the game being the healer, you know. I don't know what they're called. They're not guidance quests. I'm trying to think of games that have them. No. I'll look it up on me phone, maybe. There are 4. You're definitely the furthest away. I know Mystery Dungeon has some. Let me look. Should hit the hay. Enjoy the hay. Job type. I'm trying to figure this out for you before you go. Outlaw jobs. Escort quests. That's what it's called. Escort quests. I just couldn't think of the freaking word escort. Yeah, so you're going to be escorting this player the entire time. You have to keep them alive. They're like part of your party, and yeah. But they actually are helpful to you. The Sarah quest, if you will. Yep, sure. Dude, stop roosting. All right, enjoy your night, dear sir. Thanks for coming in. But yeah, like if I had right now, I'm not at the point where I'm like, I want to play. I definitely want to play, but I do have an app on my phone that I've been using, and it's like, oh, here are some. It gives you like a scenario, and you like say how you want to respond to it. It's very text based, but it just takes forever. That's the only problem I have with it. And they only give you like an hour's worth of gameplay for a month for free. Otherwise, like, to send more messages, you have to pay, you know, $50. And I'm like, no. I'll just put it down for a month, and then I'll pick it back up again. I got it at the end of March. Yes. No, the end of April. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'll just wait 3 days until it's May. And then like May 1st, I sat down and just did all my time. And I'm like, I'm not getting it. The frustrating part is like, I'm not getting anywhere in the story. Like, I was captured. I escaped capture. I rescued people. And then like the whole second session, I will call it, was me getting back to my village. But also, it's kind of frustrating when it's not doing what you want it to do, or like, yeah, I'm trying to roleplay with it, and it's like not good for roleplay. So that's always the thing with D&D for me, is I feel like there's people who do not get into the roleplay at all and try to play it, and like that's just kind of boring to me. I feel like I get into it maybe too much sometimes. Like the last campaign playing a Tabaxi that literally was just a cat that was evil and chaotic and stealing all my friend's gold when he went down. I mean, I helped him get back up, but I stole all his gold. I wasn't gonna steal all his gold. I was gonna take like 10, like a gold piece. He's like, no, just take it all. And then he's got mad and rage quit. I'm like, you don't have to be like this, you know? This is the character. This is how the character plays. That's what I think, like, alignment charts are so important when you play the game. Because, like, they were all, like, lawful people, and I was, like, a chaotic evil person. That was a freaking cat. Like, you tell me an alignment for a cat, and I'll tell you why it's wrong. Oh, it'd be good to get back into it. I'd love to, like, make that a Saturday thing. It was my day off. But honestly, I'd like to make it a Sunday evening thing. But again, I don't make friends very quick and easily, and I don't do a lot of social things that allow me to make friends. So I've kind of accepted that I like making friends online and then via stream and stuff. I don't try to make friends in person. I don't know. I'm weird like that. I need to get in some other things, but I think the other part of it is, like, I care a lot about my content, my streams. My content is just the way I should have said that. And it takes a lot of, like, I realize it takes a lot of time out of my day. Like, even when I'm not streaming, like, content's being done. And, like, I am putting myself under a pretty full load right now again. Like, once the series with Jimmy ends, I know that's going to take a while, but once that ends, Sundays will be probably barren again. It's just, I know that works for him, and that's that. Ba-da-dum. But I think also I have a hard time making friends in the same way that, like, it's somewhat hard for me to do content because I'm not a social person. I'm very introverted, so I don't, like, go out of my way to do stuff. And most of the time I'm content with just making the stuff. Like, I do like the interaction still. I do like hanging out with people. It's just, you know, gotta get to know them before I can do that, really. All right, I do not have one, so I have to catch it. In the fun way. He's chucking ultra balls until it decides it wants to stay in. But I think, like, that my introvertedness does come out in the streaming and content and stuff, because I kind of fit in that vibe. I feel like I'm always going to be, like, a small... I would call it more intimate, but like a small channel that isn't gonna, like, have random people showing up. Yo, Lizzie probably got like 100 points by themselves in this event. No cap. But I don't know. I just don't feel like I would fit into a community that would be scrolling chat kind of deal where everybody wants to talk. I definitely could do it. I've done it before on stream. It's not terrible. I do enjoy it. It's just I like to read every message, and at that point I'd have to be like, okay, well, I can't read everything, guys, so bear with me. And if I'm ever gonna respond to it, something, you know. Yeah. I gotta stop reading and respond. But either way, I'm grateful for what we got. Grateful when there's 20 people here. I'm grateful when there's 2. I'm grateful when there's 0 sometimes even. I'm not as great. Definitely not as grateful for 0. It's like, man. But eventually someone watches the content, right? It's like the same reason I make a video. I see it goes out, I look at it, I'm like, okay, well, it's not doing great right now, but eventually someone's gonna be like, oh, here's this video, I'm gonna watch it, and then I watch it. Shoot. Like I said, we should make a command for all of the should make a command for all of the BTTV emotes. Dude, can't do this. It's so annoying if they don't stay in the damn ball. Like, you're in red. This is a repeat ball. It's supposed to have a really good chance of catching a Pokemon you've already caught. I don't get it why it's so difficult. Alright, we're throwing a timer roll now. I'm limiting on my time too. Like, I don't have all day to try to catch you. It's once it goes nighttime, you're gone. Like, I can't keep doing it. You're not even staying in a timer ball. Jeez, man. This would be one that I, you know, if knocking out was the same rate as catching, I would really consider just punching them all in the face. And walking away. You know? No, that wasn't the start of the chain, so I have caught one before. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit it again. No way I'm catching it in yellow. I'm not a massive fan of this playlist. Sometimes the music's really loud, sometimes it's really quiet. Doing it again, man. We're doing it again. Is there a fly? There should be like a flying ball. I would love to see them put the jet ball back in. The wing and jet balls back in. And like give them abilities to catch flying types. I don't know. They even have to have the heavy. Well, I guess the leaden balls are like other forms of heavy balls. No, they wouldn't work, I guess, great, super great in modern games. The annoying part is that I want to throw the quick ball because it makes it so I don't have to spend a lot of time here, but if it's not going to catch, it makes more sense just to start the knockdown into the repeat ball thing. But yeah, it's just hard to say what's going to happen every single time. Probably a reason I haven't hunted for chat. Actually, I think its catch rate is terrible for no reason. It's a late game Pokemon that you're not going to add to your team. Why is it so hard to catch, you know? Who knows? I did decide on a series to do alongside the shiny race. It still needs to go up in the promo things. But. I think I know what I need to do currently, because I haven't seen any update on it. So, but we'll see. Ooh, I think that is the furthest away. We were talking yesterday about the releases of games and stuff, and I'd really love to see Coliseum, and I say it a lot, I know, but I'm sure everyone knows this if you've ever been around the channel at all for any length of period of time, but I really want to see Coliseum XD 3rd edition. Like, I don't want to see a remaster. I want to see another game I want to see that with new gen mechanics. I don't want to see the same game. I want to see a different storyline with more Pokemon. Because honestly, I've been looking at playing a bunch of stuff, and I'm like, every remake is like a Fire Red engine or a Kanto engine, and I'm like, dude, I get it. It's probably easy to manipulate, but I want to play a little bit of a different story. Okay. And so it's made it hard because it's like, oh, people are like, you should play Infinite Fusion. I'm like, yeah, but the problem with that is it's a Kanto game. And like, oh, you should play Fire Red Omega. Okay, well, it's a Fire Red game. You should play Ash Gray version. Okay, well, that's another Kanto game. I just feel like it's everywhere, and I would love to see other stuff. But also with those, they tend to only use, like, or extensively use the Cantomons. Like, we were talking about a dex, another stream. I don't remember how recent that was, but we were talking about the Winds and Waves decks. I didn't write down percentages, but like I want 40 to 50% of the game to be the new Pokemon. I want Kanto to be barely in there at all. If it if it didn't have any Kanto Pokemon, I'd be completely okay. But like they get in every generation because you gotta have Pikachu, you know. And I think about it a lot specifically with like this game where there's so many Kanto Pokemon in the game. It's yeah, kind of crazy. Nope, didn't mean to throw a quick ball. That was like throwing a Pokeball at you. That's crazy. I don't want to do it twice. I just want to. There you go. I think they're all the same distance apart. No, as I was saying, the Kanto decks, yeah, the Kanto Pokemon are everywhere. Like, there's a handful of Pokemon that I'm just like, they are gonna be in the game regardless of whatever game it is. Like, you see them all the time. Like Dragonite, any of the pseudo legendaries, honestly. Charizard, 9 times out of 10 is gonna be in there. Pikachu, Meowth, or some form of them in their evolutions. Dude, Lizzie is just popping the frick off in the series. If there is an award for like most shinies, I bet you they get it, because holy crap. Every time I look over, it's them. You're technically, you're probably the same distance. Ugh. I don't know. I just hope they make new Pokemon. Don't do that too much. Don't keep doing that. And also, they like the same VGC staples are always in the game. So anything that's like remotely competitive is in the game. Like you see Pelipper everywhere. Not that I don't like that. Pelipper's pretty cool. You see Pelipper, you see Garchomp. There's other Pokemon. And it'd be cool to have that competitive scene without them, honestly. Now, like, if they include, like, one of the mechanics, again, like Megas or Z moves or Gigantamax, which I don't really think, I'd have to go back and look at the trailer, but I don't really think they nudged any of those. But if they did, like, obviously the ones that have them should be in the game, but still. So Eevee's another one that makes it in all the time. I'm like, everyone loves Eevee. Jigglypuff, that tends to make it in. Clefable, because it's a counterpart. I feel like Psyduck's in a lot of games. Like Machop, Machamp, Gengar, Alakazam, Golem, like they're like feel like in almost every game. Like give us some different ones. Like honestly, if they told me, hey, we're gonna make it so we do like a random shuffle, and it's like, hey, we want a dex of 500 Pokemon. We have 1,000, and so once we put our however many, our 150 to 200, let's say 150 of our new Pokemon in. All right, we need you to fill the rest of the gap with these numbers. You know, whatever the last one is, which I think is like Goldengo, maybe. And then like give us, you know, randomly generate a list. And then they go through that list in order, and they go, okay, well, you have an evolutionary line, so they add those 2 or 3, and they keep going down until they get to the end of it. If they told me that's how they determine what's in the game, I would be okay with it. But I feel like they have not been good at diversifying the Pokemon. I guess I can't really say anything about BDSP because it's literally just Diamond and Pearl again. But like the Legends games, like there's a lot of Kanto Pokemon in the Legends games. I guess there's a lot of Mega Kanto Pokemon, so fair, but still. It's okay if you. I really don't want the starter like that. That's my one of my biggest pet peeves with regional dexes is when they put starters from other regions in the game. It's like no, stop. Like in my mind, the only game that made sense to do was Heart Gold, Soul Silver, or Gold, Silver, or Crystal, because you actually go to Kanto. And I know you get them, but you have to like beat all the gyms or something, which is cool. I think it'd be cool if you went to whatever you went to Professor Oak's house. As soon as you got to Kanto, you could pick one of the starter Pokemon at like level 50 to have and add to your team. I think that'd be okay. I'm not a big fan of it in Kalos, but I know they did that because they had Mega Evolutions for the Kanto starters. But if they just thought ahead and made the Mega Evolutions for the Kalosian starters, they wouldn't have been necessary. They didn't think ahead though. To me, that's the dumbest thing. One of the dumbest things about Kalos is that the starters do not have Mega Evolutions, but they give you another starter Pokemon that will. And then there are like no Kalos Pokemon that get Megas, which is also really stupid. I really thought they'd give Jacinda a Mega Florges, but Mega Clefable, because we needed that. Because everyone wants to run a Mega Stone on their Clefable. I was glad to see Mega Barbaracle. I was glad to see like any of the Kalos Pokemon, Barbaracle, Hawlucha, any of them that got Megas, I was happy to see. was happy to see Malamar get a Mega too. Like the Victory Bell Mega felt really stupid. I mean, I did use Victory Bell on my team, but I didn't have like a really cool team at all. It was for Alligator, Victory Bell, Charizard, Ampharos, which I've used in like every time Ampharos is available. Can't blame me. I love Ampharos. It's a great Pokemon. Gotta be one of my top electric types out there. I had Malamar because I really like Malamar. I don't remember what my final mon was. I'm like, none of these are really like new Pokemon, you know? Besides Malamar and its Mega. I think that's usually what I try to do with the team. I guess technically the Mega for Alligator counts as a new Pokemon because it wasn't a... Yeah. And same with Victory Bell. I mean, I did use Charizard Y. But it's Charizard. It's my son. If I had access to the Mega Stones for the Kalos starters, I probably would have used all three of them. All of them but Greninja. The pick for Alligator. If I replayed the game, I definitely would have chose... Knowing that Meganium is a fairy type, I probably would have chose Meganium. I think that's where I struggled the most with my... my team building. It's like, what grass type do I take? I do remember Heart Gold and Soul Silver playing through with both Typhlosion and Meganium, which was fun. I don't think I've ever done that again since then. That might be my only playthrough, my original Soul Silver team, where I used 2 starter Pokemon. And if I replayed it now, I wouldn't have taken Meganium. I would have run Jumpluff or something. I actually really like Jumpluff. And that's partially Coliseum in the Shadow Skip Loom. I feel like my team every time I played that was the 2 evolutions, the Makahita, the starter I chose, Skip Loom, and Flaffy or Ampharos. Nine times out of 10 my team. And then on the other side of it, like I always play with Mareep. Man, I really like that line. I'm realizing. It should be my another gym I make. I don't have a lot of my gyms ready to go. Or like thought of. I can look at my list. Those are my work ideas. What about my content ideas? Okay. I have a ghost gym. I think the ice gym came out. I'm gonna check. Did the ice? I feel like that was last month's video. Was the ice gym? April. It would have been May 1st. Yes, the ice type regional variants gym. did in fact go out. So I have a ghost gym, I have an electric gym, a normal gym, a poison gym, a dragon gym that I have not made a video on. But that is there. But I have an idea, and I think that'll probably end up being... Maybe. I kind of have a cycle going. So I did... The beginning of the year opened with a challenge video. A long-form challenge video. I think then I did a best team. I think it's the cycle is challenge video, best team, gym, or challenge video, gym team, best team, challenge video, gym team, best team. So far on the year anyway. Which means there would be another challenge video. I think I know I have tracked the content for that. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I do know what the next long form video is going to be. And it will be a challenge. One of the challenges we've done. In video form. I'm not trying to do like back in 2022 and it's 2025 making a video. Yeah, I don't want to be 3 years later I made this video on this game that I did. But I want it to be long enough that we've done a couple other series before it comes out. All right, I'm going to timer balls now. Yeah, after 5, I should just go to timer balls right away. Hey, a rare candy. That's great. I think I will give that to Garchomp right now. So it goes in this pot. I have... Yeah, I didn't have one. Just to make it a bit stronger. I'm gonna actually come out here and then do this again. Bum 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 bum. But I do try to keep. It's not like I'm held to that list, like if I want to really do one or the other, or if I run out of time in a particular month, but I figured, actually June's gonna be pretty busy. And so I might have to do a gym video, which generally take less time because I don't have to write. I mean, I gotta write out a script and everything, but it's easier because I don't have to get as many clips and put them in. Just need you to stay in the ball, buddy. Yeah, I'd like to get maybe do another. A Soul Link would be good to do. Maybe next. Maybe I can get that going. I still am looking if you guys want a generation series with a partnered generation series kind of deal. It'd be great to kick off 2027 with that. So maybe like one more series for the end of the year. Because I don't know how long. It could actually probably start right after this. It could technically start after the Shiny Race. Although I feel like the Shiny Race series is going to be like really quick compared to other series. I mean, I don't know how Jimmy's editing it, but I feel like it's going to be pretty quick. Yeah, it's the one thing I didn't make when I made all the layouts for that is I never made a thumbnail. Hey, a leftovers. That's amazing. That's amazing. I definitely think that's better than the Shell Bell. So now I want this to be the one I get it on. Because there are turns of... Because instead of only getting it the one turn I click pulse swipe, I get it every single turn. Like I missed the attack here, I get the health back. And it's the same amount I would be getting from that pretty much. Yeah, I think that's way better. Right, I'm gonna try one in yellow. Is that really how you have to get leftovers in this game, is by finding it via pickup? Because that's kind of silly if that is. Because I don't have it. Maybe it's on something in my box. Yeah, the time is starting to go. I think it's 8 o'clock that they stop showing up. And if that's the case, I think it stops my hunt right there. That might not be good. Yeah, leftover is way better than... Way better than the scale. Oh, the Shell Bell, rather. That's what I'm trying to say. Come on, dude. You're at 1, yeah. We're literally in the best range to catch you. I did want to increase the level because I think the level has a little bit to do with catching. I'm not sure if it does in this game. But in some games, if you have a certain, if you're so high, if you're a certain amount of levels higher, it gives you a bonus. Yeah, I feel like it's going to be nighttime at 8. If it's at 8, maybe we could find... I mean, I've kind of done everything I wanted to hunt. Honestly. So I don't even know what I would go for. I mean, I guess we could look, but it'd also be a choice to kind of figure out what to do. I'm getting pings. Bum 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 bum. Oh. No, I'm really looking forward to Winds and Waves. All right, this one's further away. Maybe to let me stay on the chain as long as I'm actively hunting it. I know. But I'm really excited for Winds and Waves. It looks great. I like the starters. I'm excited to see what they evolve into. I'm excited to get a new experience with the game. I'm excited if we actually do it. We're not going to actually do a marathon. It's a joke. It's a bit. It's 100% a bit. 100% a bit. But if we did do it, that'd be so great. Although if like we find out the PAX isn't worthwhile and I can take a week off, do it. Catch me in New York, but and we were saying we need other people. Okay, it's still going, even though it's nighttime. But once this chain dies, it's dead. I probably should stop and just start resetting. But because we are on a chain, it didn't break. So this is going to be interesting because it will be the only time somebody caught a chat tot at night. At night. Let's say we'd have to be able to do. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Trying to coordinate with 2 people doing a marathon, that'd be just ridiculous. I mean, I guess we could do like, I would say do like 8-hour shifts still. Maybe, and then you could work some. I don't even have the counter on. We're at a 31 chain. I'm gonna just leave the 31 chain and we're gonna reset because I don't want to have to I don't want to lose the chain after we've done all this work. And 31 is better than where we were at 17 trying to do these. So I'm okay with that. It's not the 1 in 99 odds, but it's pretty darn good. And it guarantees that we don't break a chain, because if we break a chain, then we're done. Like, we can't re-hunt chat tot. So it's better do it the safe way than the sorry way. I'm trying to like, if we did 8-hour streams each, we would just have to figure out like the problem. No, I see the problem with an 8-hour with 2 people. You don't get to hang out with them at all. That's the problem, because one of you's on stream at all times. Yeah, and that's honestly the best part of the marathons. Despite it is great to hang out with you guys in chat, but getting to hang out with the homies IRL is really good. Like, Kong and I spent a lot of time together in the last marathon. Mostly because we were sleeping in the same room. which meant I stayed up till like 2 a.m. every time. I waited for him to come to the room. I do not like that. That was under my foot. Yeah, I think I slept most of the time through Jimmy's stream. Yeah, I might have slept up till Jimmy's stream. I got up sometime during. Jimmy was streaming sometimes while I was recording. I will never do that again. And that might be the hard part about winds and waves. It's like, we're all going to want to just play the game because I'm not going to want to try to record something for the channel while I'm there. I know Jimmy was inspired by Dan to do them, but I think they shiny hunted the entire time. But also, I feel like they got the game early and thus had the charm and stuff when the thing happened. Which I always hate that they get the game early. I hate when they do that. That they're gonna make content off of it and get an And I hate it because I'm a smaller creator and I don't get that perk. But like being able to have played the entire game before it's even publicly released is kind of crazy. Like if you want to give them an early access, give them an exclusive demo that's like the first hour of the game, or like up to the first gym of the game. Do not let them play the whole freaking game before anyone else gets to touch it. That just feels bad, man. Oh no, someone stole. Chef, you big old stealer. Yeah, it definitely makes it. I think honestly, it just makes it hard to piece. Let's go, Eastern Inc. I think it just makes it harder for the smaller creators because I mean, we're already gonna have to compete with them, with the bigger creators, the release day anyway. But they're gonna have way more experience with the game than we do. So why would they want to come to somebody who doesn't know what they're doing? You know? I don't know. I get giving it to people again, as I said, I get giving it to people early for promotions and stuff like that. But limit how much of it they can play. Do not let them play the whole freaking game. Like require that they have to have a digital copy. We give them the demo. Or like do the thing where it's like if they have the physical cartridge, like with some games you can notify if you have save data. So oh, you have save data from the demo of this game. Here is the rest of the game where you left off. And again, I think like if we're doing like typical gym progression, you know, give them up to the first gym and then call it done. Although I'd be interested with Winds and Waves, and I'm not, honestly, I heard a lot of people talking about it, but it would be interesting if they went to the trial format again, because it kind of, it doesn't feel like a Lola, but it feels like a Lola, if you know what I mean. Like, it feels tropical island vibe. And like, the whole point of those is like going to different locations and doing different trials based on the location. So I could see them, instead of doing gyms, do the trial system again. Which I wouldn't hate. I definitely prefer gyms over the trials, but I get it. And I think it worked really well for Alola, so I'm not upset about that. And just replaying them, the trials are brutal. They are brutal. Like with my team, I don't think I've got through one without having to cheese in some way, shape, or form. Especially because the trials in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are much more difficult than the trials in Sun and Moon. Because they're like, oh, you know, we really need to think about the call-in Pokemon, and instead of making it realistic to what they might call in, let's make it so they call in something that will counter one of the ways to beat them. And we're gonna buff them to Kingdom Come. Like, I just did Togedemaru the other day, and the freaking thing calls in something that buffs its stats. Or buffs its defense, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. How am I supposed to win this fight with physical attackers? Like, I get it has a quad weakness to ground, but like, it's not a lot of good ground types at that point in the game. Outside of Mudbray. Which is why Mudbray exit on the best team every single time you play those games. I want to know what the odds are for a 31 chain. Know what we're hunting for right now. I feel like we should be finding it pretty quickly. Let me look at that. Bum, 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 bum. Skipped it. Bonuses. Shiny rate on a 31 chain is 1 in 1285. One in 1285. But we are getting that every single patch has that, so we're getting 4 rolls on those odds. 1 in 12. 1248, I think is what I said. That's roughly 1 in 300 something. With our 4 patches. Which isn't terrible. I don't mind 1 in 300. It's not 1 in 99 with 4 patches. Which really comes out to be like... 1 in 10, 15. I got a 40 chain, you reset a couple, like 2 or 3 times, and you have one. That's why people are like, and it's not realistically, every single patch is gonna have that, but you have 4 of them, so it's, instead of increasing your frequency, you're increasing your test group. Or your sample size, that's what I'm trying to, that's the word I'm looking for. It's like, and I know Jimmy and I were talking about it with a couple of streams ago with horde hunting. It's still 1 in 4096, but you technically get 4 encounters, so it's like 1 in 1,000. Sorry, it's like 1 in like 750. I don't know. I don't know what 4096 is divided by 5. I guess 5 goes into 40, what? 8 times? Yeah. So it'd be like 1 in 800. Which is pretty good. So yeah, the odds here aren't bad. 1 in 300, not bad. We're gonna be resetting for a while, but we should be able to get it. The thing is, if I don't get it, I might have to hunt this off screen. If I don't get it by the end of stream. And I have until Tuesday to do it. Because I need my Switch again on Tuesday. Come on, where's me shine patch, mate? But we have an hour and some change to get this. So, before the end of stream. And I will feel like we've had a successful MAYDAR at that point. Coming out with, you know, a total of, that would be a total of 5 points. Total of 5 points. With 5 shinies. Yeah. So I got 3 Chinglings and only one of them counted, but the one that counted for 3. I was surprised when I looked through it that I had a shiny Chimecho, but I think the shiny Chimecho is from Portals in Ultra Sun. I'd have to look at my home box to tell you for sure. So I went on to my copy of Sun and I was like, oh wow. I don't have any, all my shinies are gone. That honestly should have been a hunt we did. Let's do a portal. I might do some portals. Just for the heck of it. I guess I had the shiny charm though. But the odds are like pretty low, I believe still. So I don't know for sure. You know, there is a game that I'd like to go back and play. It's a very weird game, but there was a Sims like detective agency-esque game. Oh my gosh. B, what up? Welcome in, Chef. Hi, Chef. Quit stealing Pokemon. Guys, if you aren't checking out Biluxy, go check her out. Amazing content creator. Thank you for the raid. Let me make sure I spell your name right. I'm terrible with it. There you go. Please follow them. Give them the love. Appreciate it. Chef, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Chaos. I do a lot of challenge runs here on the channel. YouTube, we're getting rated, by the way. You can see that on the screen. Great. I do a lot of challenge runs, but I used to shiny hunt a lot, but now I do it specifically for events. So glad to be a part of MAYDAR for, I think, the 3rd year. We are hunting the very fun Chatots at night. It's only a daytime spawn, but I was on a chain, and as soon as it turned over to nighttime, I stopped trying to catch them, and so we're just resetting 31. But welcome in, everybody. Hope you're doing well. If you're interested in any games and stuff I've played, let me know. I have a list down in the panels, but let's see who's here. Fatal, what's up? Kimberly, Dylan, Junes. I love the little star. It's a shiny. Yobin, Alex, Chef again. Hi, Chef. Hi. No shinies today for us. You had the stream over to another 17, so you're participating in the event as well. Were you hunting anything specifically? Shadow is a fun hunt, dude. This thing has been a dick to me. Yo, Tolly, nice Rapidash. This is probably like my 6th chain of it. But it's one of the few Sinnoh Pokemon I don't have, and I want to hunt Sinnoh Pokemon for this event. Pichu, and it breaks at 17. That's ridiculous. Are you doing Trophy Garden? It's a terrible hunt. This is a terrible hunt. Oh, 100%. This is a terrible hunt. I hate it. I hate this bird. The amount of balls that I've thrown that didn't catch anything were crazy. I actually have caught probably 5 or 6 in this chain with timer balls, because it took me that long. You got 4 points total for the comp and 10 shinies. Jeez. I was just talking about that. I have caught, I've gotten 4 points right now, but I've caught 4 shinies. I've cotton? Cotton's not a word. Cotton is C-O-T-T-O-N is, but C-A-U-G-H-T-E-N. I don't know if it is a word. I have caught 4, because I got my Bonsly. If you type exclamation point hunts, it has my bingo card for this year. But I got Bonsly, which I've been hunting since the first MAYDAR event. And then we did the bonus Sunkern yesterday. Oh no, I have 5. I forgot about the Sunkern. So I would have 5 points. I got the bonus Sunkern yesterday, which gave me 3 points. And then I caught 3 Chinglings on a 45 chain because it just wouldn't stop. And only one of those counted, so yes. Little trophy, a little outside too. I've always wanted to hunt in the Trophy Garden. I think it's such a good one. Had so many chains break this week. When I was doing Bonsly, I think I told you, I think I popped into your stream and was talking about it, but I had a Bonsly chain that got to 38 and broke. I had a Bonsly chain that got to 35 and broke. And then I had a bunch of chains that didn't get past 5 and broke. But yesterday I had a lot of luck. Like the Sunkern only took about 2 or 3 sets to get to like a shiny on like 20 something. And then the Chingling, I got to a 40 chain without even realizing it. It's been crazy. And thanks for your support, your work in this event, my friend. Always a great time. Yeah, I didn't really have an appreciation for radar hunting until this event, honestly. I don't think it's my favorite shiny hunting method, but I like it. Just had a 35 break, that hurts. What are you hunting for, Poke Princess? I would call you Princess, but just saying Princess kind of sounds a little funny. Like, what are you going for, my for Princess? That's just kind of creepy. Ponyta. Oh, that's a great shiny, though. Thank you. As always, blessed to see the hard work come to play with these things. I'm glad that I could do it. This is my last day for the event because it's my last stream for the event. I have plans this weekend, so I cannot do that. Maku Lin, thank you for the follow. Let me know if I said the name right. I'm terrible with it. In Platinum. Okay. Yeah, I feel like Platinum is a lot harder to do it in, right? I've never radared in Platinum. But I thought you had to, like, you couldn't go to, like, if they were next to each other, you can't get the ones on the edge. I don't know. Are you a Premier Ball truther? Premier Ball is my favorite Pokeball. Hello, Princess. That's what I was saying. Like, it sounds kind of weird, and I would say it exactly like that. Ponyta, I don't think there's a game that Ponyta doesn't look great, but Platinum, yeah. The Gen 4 sprite, for sure. I really liked the one in Let's Go. That's where I hunted Ponyta. But yeah, if you want to check out my decks, I don't actually use shiny decks, unfortunately. I haven't changed everything over, but it has my living decks of... It might not include Generation 9. It may or may not. I think it does. It includes up to Scarlet Violet. I should say that. But you can check that out if you want to see my hunts, exclamation point hunts. It'll take you to my last post. Which this got my event tokens off the board, which is great. And I've been talking about Winds and Waves today, so let me know your thoughts for Winds and Waves, what you'd like to see. I think right before you guys came in, I was talking about how I could see them going for a trial thing like they did in Alola again, because it kind of is like that island vibe theme to me, which is great because I'm actually doing a shiny badge quest right now through Ultra Sun. But let me know. And again, if you guys, I didn't say this, but if you did come in with a raid and if you've been sitting for a while, you need a snack. I know it's kind of, you're in my time zone, it's getting a little late. If you have to get up, go to bed or something like that, feel free. We do have a lurk command. You can lurk. Feel free to lurk. Appreciate the conversation, though, and thanks for sticking around, giving me a chance. Of course, if you like the conversations we've been having, you want to see some of the challenge runs, I'll be honest, I don't play Pokemon a whole heck of a lot right now. I am playing Platinum Kaizo, though. Yo, Lightning! Nice Weavile. Give me a follow. I'd appreciate it. I'm live pretty much, I think every day but Monday and Saturday right now. I am doing another Pokemon series. I have a shiny race that I'm doing on Sundays. So I am doing shiny hunting too, I guess, technically. But we will have another shiny hunting event. I'm part of a Twitch team that does an annual shiny event in the summer. So I think we're just about to kick that off. So that should be coming up in June. So I'll be right back in it with shiny hunting. And maybe, just maybe, I can finish my shiny decks and let's go. Team Yell? Yes, I am a Team Yell member. I'm actually the event, one of the event coordinators for it. Great team. Love the people. They're amazing. Nothing but a bunch of great creators. Yeah, love the community. It's been great. I think I've been a part of that for like 2-3 years, maybe 3 years now. Yeah, I think 3 years now, because this would be my third. Yeah, this is my third shiny race. So yeah, this is my third year, and I think the first year, so we do a double elimination bracket. And I think the first year I won my first 2, and then I lost 2 straight. And then last year I won one and lost two in a row. Or no, I think I lost one, won one, lost one. Yeah, they are great peeps. We've had fun with the community nights, all the fun stuff. The battle tournament was hilarious. Yeah, just a big fan. Glad to be a part of it. Which was funny because I was going that year that I joined Team Yell. I went, I'm gonna join the stream team. That's on my bucket list. And then like the week after I said that, they had applications open, and I'm like, hey, I know some people in here. and joined. Yeah. And then I think it's been about maybe a little bit less than a year that I've been the event coordinator. I've only really done the battle tournament, but I'm trying to convince them to do Archipelago. I'm trying to convince them to do a draft league of some sort. I'm trying to get them to do the like maybe like a VGC kind of thing. Now that Champions is out. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. A lot of good stuff coming from the team. Fun. All right, the one in 12 something is not going so hot. Yeah, this is my last hunt of the event, and I feel kind of sad. Because I've actually, the last couple days, I've really enjoyed it. The beginning of the event, not so much. I had a bad experience last year where I only think I hunted 3 days, but I didn't get, and I got a random full odds Staravia, and that was it. And I was like, I just want this Bonsly. But I got the Bonsly this event, and like, it was like a chain of 4 or something. It was stupid. And I'm like, that's great, because that's really all I wanted to achieve. Every other shiny I've gotten is bonus. Just bonus content at this point in time. Noi? I don't even know that name, but nice Dusclops. That's crazy. In Platinum? Where do you even hunt Dusclops in Platinum? Is it like Battle Frontier? Or that little island, maybe? I don't know. I am not versed in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum or BDSP anymore. I used to be like, I played the crap out of Pearl. I should say I actually replayed the crap out of Pearl. Evolved it probably? Yeah, that makes sense. Because you can hunt Duskull. Who was hunting Duskull? One of the mods was when you guys were doing the mod stream. Someone was hunting Duskull. I don't think it was Shine. But someone was hunting it. I'm like, this is a great shiny. It's one of my favorites. So much so that we have an emote for it. We have a shiny Duskull emote because I love shiny Duskull. Was my first ever shiny Pokemon Go also. I was sitting in class, and luckily I got the class early. There's a lot of like public transportation you had to take, so I got the class early. Giant's Bane is Duskull Emerald. Yeah, I love Duskull though. It's a great Pokemon. It's like the perfect ghost type Pokemon in my opinion. But I was shiny hunting before class. I opened Pokemon Go right before class started, and I got it. And luckily nobody was in the room because I freaked out. As we do. Like, no way. And I went, oh, is anyone in here? And nobody was. So I was good. Didn't have to get embarrassed. I love Duskull though, man. I've never played a game with Duskull, but I love the Eviolite Dusclops builds in competitive. if you don't know anything about me, like Draft League's my bread and butter when it comes to Pokemon. That and like Nuzlocke. Obviously, they're challenge runs, so. But Draft League's my competitive forte, and I usually prefer singles. I'm not a doubles guy. Too many moving pieces. But I've been doing a lot more doubles with champions though. I don't think I think I got the original achievement, like you unlock something if you do a singles battle. I think I might have done 1 or 2 and then I stopped. And I've just done doubles since. But I haven't really played a lot of champions. I haven't really played it on stream either. I played it literally for like 20 minutes while waiting for my stream partner to get here. So that is that. All right. I'm gonna ask nicely for you to show up. So sorry for the ads if you got them. The text bot didn't come up. It says I try to avoid. I just don't want people who are just popping in the stream to get smacked with ads. It kind of deters them. Although I guess I kind of would prefer it. I don't know. I might have to rethink those. It's never a good time to run ads, man. There's just not. I think I had more complaints with pre-rolled ads than I did with during stream. To be fair, I think a lot of people just get up and it's a great time to like take a break. Honestly. Love how I get it down to 1 step. I'm like, can't you just like give it to me? Not make me have to read a dialogue box of text and then press it again. If you're hunting for the event, let me know what you're hunting for, and where you're hunting it. I'm surprised that I've seen quite a bit of X and Y hunts. Oh, and Chef, if you're around still, is the final... I know you guys were talking about it in the mod stream, or whatever it was called. But is the final challenge, like, hidden behind a bunch of, like, shinies that everyone has to catch, and then it will open up? Go, Patrick, nice. Plusle. That's a hunt I need to do. Really like Plusle and mining. Trying to decide your next target. Hoot Hoot. It's on 212, I think. Whatever the route east of Eterna is. In Platinum, nice. Yeah, I did see that. GG's on that. Congrats. Where were you hunting it? And welcome in. Good to have you. Thanks for jumping into the chat. I always get just a little bit jump scared when the person who just found a shiny comes in and starts talking. So I'm like, I'm just saying it in case they're here. I've had that happen a couple times. They're like, oh, hi. And I'm like, oh, okay. Hi. I didn't realize you actually heard me. Trophy Garden. Nice. All the bounties are hid behind folks using the SSPL to unlock. We'll be live at some point. What's up, Nico? Gotcha. Okay. I think you guys were talking about that in the stream. You know, I went today and I'm like, oh, I gotta do Chatot unless there's a bounty, and I'm like, oh, there's not a bounty, so I should totally be asleep. Considering for you, it's like, I'm gonna do the math. Is it? It's like 1:30. Yeah. But you got an hour. You can stay up till 2:30 with me and, you know, watch the stream. First run with the style of bounty. We didn't want folks to flood folks with stuff. I like the idea, honestly. It's a really cool idea to have where you have to unlock it. It's kind of like if you would do like a subathon or something where you have incentives. That's what it feels like to me. It would have been nice when I ran a shiny hunting event. A long time ago, I used to run one, but nice to have something like that in there. But we had, I think I did the last time it ran. We had an overall bounty. Sorry, just swallowed dust. I can tell it was dust too, as it made my throat flare. Ugh. But I think we did an overall bounty, so it was one Pokemon from each generation, because you could hunt in any game you wanted to, and they had different points based on how easy or difficult it was to hunt. But so you had overall bounty, one Pokemon from each generation, covering every single type in the game, which was awesome. And then we did like a daily bounty, which could have been like, it has to be a blue shiny, or it has to be a, kind of like you guys do bounties. It has to be a blue shiny, it has to be in this location, it's from this game, it has to be this method, or gotta be this type, you know, one of those things. It was a really cool system. I liked it a lot. It should be used for level playing, and not just restricted people who participate in SSL. Yes. Color shiny and shutters. What's up with that? They've like disputed of like what color something is. I've seen that. I mean, I used to do shiny color races with one of my mods a lot. I think Kong's a mod. Kong's a mod, right? Yeah. And we always were like, so whatever the other person agrees to it was what it was. On a blue shiny, there's arguments of why this mod needs to count or not. Yeah, exactly. But I think like if you go up front and you say, you know, I mean, it's like, yeah, it is tough. But like what we would do is always say, you know, it has to be it's either mostly this color or what it changes into. So like, I would say you could count Charcadet as a blue shiny, because the only thing that really changes on it is its eyes from like a yellow to a blue. It's really a yellow Pokemon, but... And if you really want to be pedantic about it, you can go, well, what color does like Bulbapedia or Cerebi say it is? And that's what color it counts as. Although some of those are whack. Because I think like Lechonk counts as gray, which is crazy. Yeah, the colored shiny thing is definitely a little bit of a tough thing, but just letting people know, it's like, hey, if you think it's going to be a stretch to count, just hunt something else. You know, don't worry about it. And obviously, like, the moderating team gets the final say on what actually counts or not, because they're the ones running it. Yeah, I get it though. It can be complicated. 100%. Like, I'm like, people are gonna get mad at me anyway, so just, you know, I'll tell them if it counts or not. To be fair, I don't think a lot of people did the bounties when we did it. Most of the people hunted the things that were available from the very beginning of the event, because the bounty chain, there was a daily bounty and there was an overall bounty. So like the overall bounty was always there, but the daily bounty was what changed. And I did a couple of the dailies, but that was just me. This is loud. But I get it. There's always, we literally were talking about this at the beginning of the stream. There's always going to be a problem with anything that goes, like you're never going to have a perfect scenario. There's always going to be that little bit of give and take that you have to deal with. And we were talking specifically like jobs. Like there's never going to be a perfect job, but it's like with everything, because humans are involved with it and we're imperfect. Like there's always going to be that issue that comes up or something. And it's okay. Like it happens. We just have to, you know, push through it, deal with it. You found what the solution that works for you guys, which is we're not going to do color bounties anymore. That's a fine solution, you know. It definitely stops arguments. There are other solutions too, but you know, if it works for you, it works. And so be it. I honestly can't say I participated in the SSL because, again, don't shiny hunt. I shiny hunted for a long time, let me tell you. COVID years, I shiny hunted a lot. I just don't. If I was streaming every day, if I streamed every day, I would do shiny hunting at least once a week. I don't, because normally I don't enjoy it. But like right now, with this event and with my SOS hunting for my SBQ and it's not an SBQ, it's a dream team. It's a shiny dream team in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. With those two, I've been really happy with shiny hunting, which is crazy for me. We'll see if I say that when I get to my last encounter, which is Naganadel. And that's full odds, and that's not going to be fun because I never have good luck with those. It's for folks to hop in and out as they please, which makes things nice. Yeah, I know. I have a friend who does it all the time. Doing Glax is not even nice. I missed that message. Weekly and daily bonus challenge seemed to be a better thing for that event. Folks knew up front there was going to be a weekly one and a daily one reset at midnight. Yes. Yeah, and you're gonna just, yeah, again, make sure it's clear. And yeah, I know I didn't remember the weekly one. I knew the daily one because that's how I got my my Delibird, because it was like the mascot with the certain day. You're a little late there, bot. Ads already happened. Good night, Nico. I think you left or went to sleep. Probably fell asleep. I haven't seen you say anything, so I'm assuming you fell asleep. It is late for you, to be fair, yeah. No, and I think I got to participate in this one more. It just so happens that May was a very busy month for me, but luckily a lot of the busyness is kind of done. A lot of my busyness ended on Sunday, actually. This week was more like a reset into preparing for June, which has made everything so much easier. Planning out what I'm doing in June is a little bit tough, but I did that yesterday. So I'm glad it works out. And then, yeah, as I said, next month is the Team Yaw Shiny race. So I got at least 2 weeks of hunting. Then there's a winners and losers bracket, which I need to get on doing. And see what needs done for that. It might honestly start Monday, because Monday's June 1st. Yeah. That's crazy. How are we already in June, man? It feels like it was just January last month. And that became June. To be fair, I think we had bad snow this year, so that kind of like washed January away. I don't remember literally anything about February. And then March and April were busy at work, so I just got drowned in that for a while. Had a trip. And then May's been crazy until this week, so Yeah. Just been busy. I've been saying I need another vacation, even though I just took one like a month ago, but it was like 3 days. I had to take time off because I was sick, so that wasn't helpful either. I'm still kind of like getting over, but if you hear my nose, like, yeah. I still have like snot and stuff I'm getting over. It's mostly gone. Also, hi, glad you were able to hop in. I'm Dad. Got him. He said the phrase, I had to do it. The weekly was Glax's favorites. Oh. I feel like a lot of people do that, like their favorites. Which is fine. But after you do it once, it's kind of like, okay. I was saying it's nice to be able to run a shiny event because you can kind of pick what they are and they can cater to what you want to hunt. So I remember the one season of the league, the one I ran was called Multi Mayhem. It's supposed to be between streamers doing multi streams together in shiny hunting. And I specifically made an event Smoliv on the day I was going to hunt Smoliv because I knew I was going to hunt it. But yeah. They weren't his favorites because it was Lespin. Like combined Lapras and Chespin. Lapras, Chespin, and Skiddo, and he doesn't like any of those. That's crazy. I really like the Pikachu and the Delibird one. It's like, these are the mascots, let's hunt them. I'm like, that's a great idea. Chef's kiss to that one. I don't know, you'd have to kiss it, but I don't think you'd want to kiss the Pokemon. I hit no. Ooh, good catch. Good catch. Great catch. That almost was really bad. What did I kiss? Hunting the mascots of a particular of the event. I guess MAYDAR doesn't really have a mascot Pokemon. Yay, dude, Lizzie with another shiny. This is bullcrap. Okay, I don't actually count it. I was gonna say, it's on my feet. How am I gonna get away from it? Dude, Lizzie's gotta have 100 points. I'm calling it. If there was a prize for most caught in the event, it's got to be Lizzie. Like every hour I look over and Lizzie's got something else. It's crazy. I hear the sound, I'm like, all right, what'd Lizzie catch this time? The event is nice because we can run the same stuff to a degree and folks will be able to know what to expect. Yeah. To a degree, yeah. It's always like nuance though. I know, I had a friend who used to do, they did an event, and so like they were big into like the new age system, so it was like everything was on Switch was fair game. Besides, I think Let's Go and Scarlet and Violet. But essentially, they just did the same event every single time. They did an event and just changed what the name of it was. And like, that's okay. Like, if that's what you like, that's what you like. But, you know, you can call it the same thing, honestly. But do what you want. Do what you want. Lizzie has 19 for this event. That's 19 points? Or 19 shinies that count? I forgot you could just look at it. 19 shinies sounds more real. Okay, realistic. She definitely has more than 19 points. That's crazy. Although I guess if you got, well, it's only the first one of each chain. That's some good luck. That's some real good luck. I mean, it could be my Chingling chain that just never ended. But it's only the first one of each chain. I remember when Nerd Out and Nomi were doing the Gen 2 race, and somebody just sat in like the trophy garden on a chain of Pichu. And it was like, caught a Pichu, caught a Pichu, caught a Pichu. Like, get a life. Go somewhere else. It was funny. Just 25 points. Jack and I were talking about that yesterday. That's funny. You know people, man. They're like, hey chef, hook me up with this person. Yeah, I'm waiting for the third one. I have they're right here. I don't know if you can see them. Let me increase the camera. But I have the 3 from the first event. Right there. Yeah, the first event I got 5 Paris. So I think I got the Paris and the Parasect for that. But I was playing Let's Go, so just kept going. And then the second one, I don't remember what counted, because I got a lot. I think it was my Alpha Swinub that counted. My match card for that one was caught with 17 minutes left in the 6th to last shiny. That's crazy. And then was it the Gen 2? It was the Gen 2. The Gen 2 one, we were just dicking around at the end of it, and I randomly encountered a Jinx in the Crown Tundra, and it was shiny. I'm like, well, this would be great if it counted, but it doesn't. First time I got was Seeking for the Dex, and I don't remember what else. Yeah, I was on a call with a couple of my mods. We were hunting together. I don't remember what they were hunting. I know I was doing Paris. I want to say one was doing Eevee, and one was doing... what else? Oh, my Sawudo counted for the Gen 2 one. Because I was the first to get... I got it in like an hour of the event. I don't remember, but the second one I only got the Carp. Yeah. So I got 5 of 6. Yeah, I was part of all of... I got all 6 records, but I only have the ones from the first event. They're a bit expensive to the ship, if you didn't know. Yeah, Scarlet and Violet and ZA being in play. Especially with the freaking wormhole, hyperspace holes. They're not wormholes, they're hyperspace holes. Ugh. Yeah, that'd be crazy. That's most of my TikTok feed when it comes to shiny hunting is ZA, and just seeing somebody walk in, oh, there's a shiny, and I'm like, you don't even care about it. It's sad. It's kind of sad. And I thought Legends Arceus was bad. But yeah, with Scarlet and Violet with ZA, yeah, it would be nuts. And I would love to go back to ZA and hunt. I didn't really do a lot of ZA hunting. I did the Area 20 Alphas, which I got a Furfrou in before it vanished and was patched. And then I hunted specifically Skarmory, which is on my bingo card. But I did like a couple of the donuts and stuff. There wasn't really anything I wanted because it was a lot of the Pokemon I already had. That's really my issue with specific mons being not counting. Specific mons not counting for events is like, I'm kind of running out of things. Like my Sinnoh Dex is almost full. My Kanto Dex is almost done. Yes, there's no way to get Jirachi. You're gonna have to have everybody. Okay, everybody. Get everybody open in Coliseum. Check your Jirachis. I think that's the only way to get it. And it's on the bonus disc, right? Oh, that'd be crazy. Yes. Yeah, that makes sense. I've always wanted to see somebody do the mana fee hunt in Ranger, where you have to play the whole game, to do one check. That sounds so stupid. Oh. Yeah, I don't even like doing full odds hunts. I can't imagine. One encounter is what, 14 hours of gameplay or something like that. That's ridiculous. That's too much. How much for you to do it? $5 million and a plane ticket to England, so I can literally slap you in the face and then start doing it. Crazy enough to do 1% lapras and fire relief free, but not, yeah. I'm trying to think what my stupidest hunt was. Yeah, it's not a full encounter, full playthrough. Reed, what's up? Tell me how to say your name because I'm gonna mess it up. But it's full playthrough to get the egg, so you just have to play the game one time, and then you just transfer the egg if it's not it. I thought you had, once you transfer the egg, it leaves the file and you can't trade it again. And as soon as it leaves, that's the counter. Or something like that. Okay, so there's some ways to get around it. That's not that bad then. I mean, I was doing, when we did full odd showdown, I was doing the EV in XD. That was pretty bad. Shenanigans, you say, Kawa? I'm down. That might not be that bad then. No, I really, as much as I love Coliseum and XD, I would love to show you through them. Also, hi, Tibby. You just want to watch me play Ranger over and over again. Let's just call a spade, dude. You don't have to, you know, have me shining out mana fee for that. Okay, yes. I've been thinking about what the next series I'm going to do is, and I was like, you know, it'd be cool to play Ranger. And I'm like, wait a minute. I have to be able to play it on PC to capture it. That's the only reason I'm not like in X and Y or Platinum right now, is I don't have a capture card for my 3DS or DS. So I do have one for the Switch, unfortunately. Over time, but I think it is one per card, not one time per save. One per card, not one per save. I don't remember. Yeah, you might be right. Dude, why are you up? It's like 2 a.m., dude. Just want to know. Honestly, I'm surprised that I'm still going. I said, if we don't get this in like 30 minutes, the stream's going to be done. I'm just going to have to hunt up before Tuesday or Monday, I guess, if I wanted to count for the event. So I was thinking there was something about buying a cart that has already done it. Oh, yeah. Not feeling too good. That explains it. I'm glad the content can help you. Hopefully the content can help you with that. I mean, I can get off and play Apex, but I want to finish this. Yeah, I've not done like crazy hunts. I've done a bunch of full odds, 1 in 40.96. That have felt ridiculous. Regice at 12,864, and then 12k for Mudkip, and I never finished that hunt. Yeah, Mudkip, Cryson Mudkip. Man, I love Mudkip. It used to be my favorite starter in that region, and unfortunately now it's Sceptile, I guess. To be fair, the Hoenn trio is really well done. Hard to pick a favorite. It was Mudkip just because it was so good. But then the shiny was a dick to me, and I said I don't like you anymore. Although I don't really like it has Blaziken because I don't like Sceptile because it was terrible in draft league, and it kind of ruined it for me. Yo, Nintendo with the Embolgan, nice. GG's X and Y, nice. No shot. I just realize the bell thing in the Shingling changes color when it's shiny. Oh, the tongue? Yeah. It's like a red, it goes to like a pink, yeah. It's one of the ways to tell it apart. To be fair, I've hunted some really bad shinies. Sunkern, Chingling. But I needed Chingling. I needed it. And when you need a Pokemon, you need it. I mean, my shiny dex is half done, according to the decks I'm hunting for, but I always look for the tassels. I can just tell the color's different. Look. I could tell when Regice was shiny in Sword and Shield. So I'm pretty good at noticing things. I could tell every single time I found a shiny Basculin in Scarlet and Violet that it was a different color. And people are like, they don't change. How do you? I'm like, I just can tell. Don't. You stare at something long enough, you know when it's different colored. Things popping up. Oobadoo. Oh. That's not the plus button. I'm willing to trade with somebody. No one wants to trade. You sound like a bot. Would you like to take my survey? About how does that work when you enter chat and you talk? No, I'm just kidding. It's such a terrible survey. What are you trying to trade? Also, hi, waiting to trade with somebody. I'm dead. On a scale of 1 to 10, how often does it work when you jump into stream and ask somebody to trade that they actually trade with you? Trying to get Darumaka in the Sword and Shield. Also, hi, trying to get Darumaka in the Sword and Shield. I'm dead. Darumaka with Darumaka. Are you playing I'm assuming it's version exclusive and you're trying to get the Sword exclusive. And you have Sword. That's what I'm assuming. Yes, I'm reading the other chat that you're typing in, and I am seeing that's what you're saying. I can't right now, but I probably could give you one. I definitely have eggs of it. Well, maybe I don't. I don't remember if I got rid of all of those when I was hunting it. But I might have a couple that I could give you when I'm done with all this stuff. It wouldn't be today. It'd have to be after I finish this hunt, whenever that is. I'd love to be done with this hunt right now. That would have been so cool. How did I not charge? I took like 17 steps. Nice to know that running in circles doesn't count. Man, I want to keep going with this chain. I want to get to 40. But the last time I kept going with the chain after I stopped for a while, it broke frame 1. And it was this hunt. Maybe try like Reddit, see if they have like version exclusive I don't know if the trade lines are open as much as they were. But kind of how like they have the trade evolution things with Scarlet and Violet, they might still work for that. Okay. It's realistically, they should still work. Yo, Megan with the Pachi. Nice. You don't need points, but nice. Yes, it's important that if they found a shiny, they get points. We're not that far behind, though. Honestly. We've been behind since Chef's been taking all our points from Team Rocket. I'm just kidding. Yeah, but Team Rocket joined the fray and we like lost so many points. I'm like, Chef, why are you doing this to us? Actually, when Team Rocket joined, you came back slightly. Oh. I honestly haven't been fully watching it. I kind of, when I open my OBS, I see it. And I'm like, oh, we're behind. And like 17 was up at the beginning by quite a bit. By the time I started my first stream, and I think after that, it went down. We kind of were tied by the end of my first stream. And then I feel like they've been ahead. Every time I've looked, they've been ahead since then. But if we came back a little bit, then good for us. When we launched, one of our OG 17 members haven't hunted, so we lost 17 points. Yes. Well, Lizzie's making a heck of a comeback here. Don't tell us we're making a comeback. She's doing it all. Give her more hands. Give her more switches or DSs or something. Let her go crazy. She already is going crazy, but let her go even more crazy. No, I'm just glad I contributed more than 1 point. What was the goal for this event? 1 point. And on the hunt that I actually wanted, not the phase of a random freaking Staravia that I didn't care about. I'm actually impressed how close it is. I feel like most of the events I see, there's like one team that's like so far ahead. And there was a time we were really far behind. I was like, man, I can understand if everyone just stopped. But the fun of it is not about winning. It's about enjoying the shiny hunt with the community. And I'm coming real far back. It's nice to see. I know, so I was the problem in one of the multi-mayhems that I ran, because I think I had, what, 72 points? Or something like that. Mind you, you got more points based on the higher odds you hunted for, so. I had like 72 points, and that was more than the whole other team had. I'm like, I need to do a team chaos where I'm my own team and my points count for double. Yeah, we never, I'm glad you guys are doing the Team Rocket twist, because we never got to that in the last one we did. It was Scarlet and Violet when it came out. So a friend of mine, Purple Ronnie, used to run event called Multi Mayhem. And he decided he didn't want to keep running it, so I took it over for the last 2 seasons, and then I said I didn't want to do it anymore. But I was gonna have a twist. I forget what we did. Oh, we were doing the DLCs. It was right when the DLCs came out. So there was a team disc and a team matte. There's a team teal and a team indigo based on the colors of the DLCs. And then there was going to be a team paradox, which was the mods essentially hunting on a third team and getting bonus points. But we got that far in and I'm like, there's no one really hunting, so let's not make a third team. But yeah, it's been a long time. I don't even, yeah, that's when the DLCs came out, so that would have been like 23, 24, 2 or 3 years. Yeah, too long. Well, if we did it again, I was gonna say, Lizzie, what'd you get this time? It's Tragle with a go-goat. Nice. I'm really surprised with the number of X and Ys. Yeah, it's been a while. No one wanted it though after I left, and if I did a shiny event, it would be for my Twitch team now. I wouldn't host my own unless I like someone's like, hey, join. We need you to help moderate our event because you know what you're doing. It's like, okay, but I'm not gonna host my own again. It's kind of like with draft. Like I'm not gonna. PDL's not coming back. I'm not running my own draft. Like I am in a moderator team for that, but I'm not doing it. Cypher with the Dusk Bops. Love me some Dusk Bops, bro. That might have been my favorite part of Legends Arceus was the Dusk Bops and Iscan. It's pretty freaking funny. The Discord server still exists, and yes, they're like Blaziking post when he goes live, and that's the only thing that works. I've thought about just closing it multiple times, but I keep it open in case like somebody wants to connect with someone, and that's the only server they have together. But it really needs to be closed. I may leave. I've just muted the string thing. Honestly, I mean, fair, there's a self promo thing, but yeah, use it. I have a file that is like niche, that I have niche servers, and all the seasons of PDL are in there, all IC's in there, all the ROM hacks and stuff that I'm a part of are in that folder. Sunshine Rando is in there. All the stuff is in there. I mean, I'd hate to stop without getting it. Do I just send it now? To start catching them again? We're running out of time. I don't think I'm going to hunt again. Kind of want to just start sending. I don't think I'm going to have time to hunt. I mean, we've lasted the entirety of stream. Doing surprise trades open. Oh my gosh. All right, we're gonna start going for him again. If the chain breaks, chain breaks. That's just where we are. I'd rather fail it now than have to close it and start again. I have plans. Get a Hackmon. Let's go. I'm gonna love them Hackmons. I get those all the time. Just trade it back. Or do your part and delete it. I have Hackmons on my Switch. He says. Casually. You didn't think every time we did PDL stuff that I bred my poke. Did you? Because man, like they are hacked, but they are legally like hacked. Yeah, like they're not like, oh, here's this Pokemon with freaking, you know, precipice blades that doesn't get it. We are still going. Chathot wants to keep us alive. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I spent like every week, like all my free time, EV training and stuff. I'm like, for the first season, I did everything, pretty much everything legitimately, unless I needed a move, then I would. The ones I was able to like, hey, can you gen me this thing? And I could do that. I was like, yeah, please just IV train them and stuff, so I don't have to worry. EV train them and stuff, so I don't have to do that. I still really like our battle from the last season. The doubles. Was it doubles or it might have been singles? I don't remember, but I remember the team I had 3 choice users on it, which was fun. I've never done that since then. I used all 3 choice items in one battle, which was crazy. Like, I don't usually I like 1 is a stretch for me sometimes, but like I use 3. It was funny. It was a funny team. Yeah, it was I know I had G-Max, it was the G-Max Colossal. It was doubles, because I had G-Max Colossal in Crocodile. I was doing the steam engine thing. I think you're technically further. Because I had Fire Fang on my Crocodile. I think I had a Lantern on that team too. Although I'm definitely gonna have to heal before I do anything else in this game. To be fair, the only thing I should be coming back to do in BDSP right now is to finish the Giratina hunt. Everything else should be... Yeah, because that's the only thing that's left on my bingo card from this game. There it went. We're not meant to get chat top, folks. So yeah. Well, that'll do it for the day. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Appreciate you. If you're on YouTube, join us on Twitch. I'm going to give you the full socials, and then I'm going to give you the Twitch one specifically. Please follow us on all of those. If you're here, grab the socials as well. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Discord, YouTube, all the fun stuff. Thank you for coming. Again, thank you for the raid. Thanks to everyone who came in for that. I really appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you haven't already, follow. And we're going to see who's live. So I should have at least somebody that I'm following that's live doing this event. I should. I don't. Ooh. No. No. What about you? Yeah. Paulo. Paulo's doing the event. We can read Paulo. So I'm gonna send you over to my friend Paulo, aka Arkenrai. Fellow Team Yell member, amazing guy, does a lot of shiny hunting. Is currently hunting for MAYDAR. I think he's on the other team. Yeah, he's on Full Send. We still support them, but wish him luck. Go hang out with him. Enjoy your day. Thanks for being here. Follow if you haven't. Check out the content. I'll be back Sunday with the shiny race with Jimmy and Oras, so please check that out as well. But that's really all I've got for you today. I'd appreciate if you join me on the other platforms. We had a TikTok go up today if you missed it. Wrong day, but it went up. The content's coming out. We'll have a really cool video next Saturday on the YouTube channel, so check that out. But otherwise, I'll leave you in the capable hands of my friend Paulo, and I will see you guys hopefully soon. So until next time, my name is Chaos, and I'm signing off. Stay safe, and as always, burn it out.